HOA fined me for fishing, so I bought the lake and banned the entire neighborhood. Chapter 1. The piece he paid for. Ethan Morris had worked his whole life in silence, code, bugs, algorithms. He wasn't the kind of man who needed noise to feel alive. What he needed was stillness. After 30 years in the tech world and one successful startup exit, he bought himself peace, a cozy lakeside house in a gated community called Willow Creek Shores. He chose that house for one reason: the lake behind it. From the moment he first stepped on the dock during the house tour, he knew. It was perfect. The gentle ripple of water, the foggy mornings, the sound of dragonflies humming as the sun rose. And most of all, the promise of his favorite ritual, fishing. It wasn't sport to him, it was meditation. He paid in full, signed every document, read every bylaw. The Homeowners Association (HOA) had a few rules, sure, but nothing that raised red flags. Or so he thought. Chapter 2. The fine. 3 weeks after moving in, Ethan was sitting in a lawn chair at the end of his dock, sipping coffee and holding his fishing rod, when his phone buzzed. An email from the HOA. Greater than subject: unauthorized lake use, violation notice. It felt like a prank. He blinked. Reread it. Greater than: Dear Mr. Morris, you have been observed using the community lake for recreational fishing without permission. This is in violation of Community Rule 4.3b. A fine of $50 has been issued. Ethan was confused. Nowhere had he read that fishing needed permission, especially when his dock touched the lake directly. He walked to the HOA office the next day to clear it up. Inside, he met Susan Chambers, the HOA president. Mid-40s, sharp glasses, sharper attitude. Greater than: it's in the updated handbook, she said, sliding a paper across the count. Ethan flipped through it. There it was. Rule 4.3b, recently amended. Greater than: but this was revised 2 weeks after I moved in, he pointed out. Greater than: it's in effect now, she replied curtly. All lake use must be approved by the board. It's about safety, liability, appearances. He left annoyed but calm. Chapter 3. Petty power games. The following weekend, he fished again. Another fine. This time $75. Then came more. Unauthorized equipment stored outdoors, $40. Dock maintenance without permit, $90. Disrupting lakefront harmony, $25. What was that even supposed to mean? Meanwhile, Susan's son and his friends were spotted fishing every other day. No warnings, no fines. He snapped a photo one day, sent it to the HOA. No response. Chapter 4. A hidden loophole. Ethan wasn't rich just because he made a startup. He was smart. He dug through public land records, old zoning maps, HOA contracts. And that's when he discovered something game-changing. The HOA didn't actually own the lake. It was still legally held by the original developer, a retired man named Leo Callahan, who had moved to Arizona and quietly listed the parcel for private sale just weeks ago. No one in the HOA even noticed. Ethan flew to Arizona the next week. He met Leo in person. Greater than: you want the lake? Leo asked. No one's even called me about it. They just assumed it was theirs. Greater than: I want the lake, the rights, and the perimeter, Ethan said. I'll pay full price today. Leo smiled. Deal done. Chapter 5. The letter that shook the shore. 2 weeks later, a crisp white envelope arrived in every mailbox in Willow Creek Shores. From Ethan Morris, sole owner, Lake Willow. Greater than: effective immediately, all access to the lake is prohibited without written consent from the property owner. This includes fishing, swimming, boating, and dock use. Any violation will be considered trespassing under state law. The HOA was stunned. Susan tried to fight it. She threatened lawsuits, board hearings, press. Ethan's lawyer responded with a copy of the deed, photos of the "no trespassing" signs, and a simple message: you started this. Chapter 6. Echoes and regrets. The annual summer boat parade. Cancelled. Neighborhood kids. Grounded and grumpy. Homeowners who installed docks at their expense. Furious. Ethan allowed only a handful of families to apply for permits. Quiet folks, friendly ones, who never joined in on the HOA's pettiness. They fished in peace, waved to Ethan, brought cookies on weekends. Susan. Banned for life. She tried to run for HOA president again. Lost by a landslide. Chapter 7. The Last Cast. One early morning, Ethan sat on his dock. Mist hovered low over the water. The lake was silent, just the way he liked it. He wasn't angry anymore. He wasn't smug. He just smiled, flicked his wrist, and cast his line. Behind him, the homes around the lake stood silent, windows closed, docks empty, water undisturbed. They had tried to fine him for peace. But in the end, he bought the whole damn lake.